It's no secret that across Australia at the moment the property market is absolutely flying, and that's no different here in Cairns. In Cairns at the moment it's the hottest I've seen the market in 8 years. Properties are absolutely flying off the shelves, and basically as soon as we launch the marketing campaigns we're getting inundated with inquiries and with offers quite often sight unseen. Today I want to talk about 3 big considerations that you should be having before putting your property on the market for sale to ensure that not only does your property sell, but it gets the very best possible price, especially in these hot market conditions that we are seeing at the moment. The first big consideration I want to talk about is being careful what comparable sales you look at. If you're looking at comparable sales from 3 or 4 months ago, that property might have actually gone under contract 4 or 5 months ago. So be careful when looking at those comparables that they are up to date, and if there are no up to date reasonable comparable properties to yours, be careful when it comes to pricing. Maybe you're better off using a bit broader pricing strategy to ensure that you're not underselling, but at the same time you are attracting buyers into your property. The second big strategy I want to talk about is presentation. It really is crucial when you're taking a property to market. No different to a cooler market, but in a hot market, making sure you do present your property at its very best. If you present your property well, it's going to create competition in the marketplace, and this will always drive up the price. One way to make sure that your property is presented really well is if it is vacant, look at professional staging. Staging a property costs between $3,000 to $5,000, and in my experience has always paid extreme dividends in the range of $40,000 to $50,000 extra in the sale price. Comparing it to if we take that property to market vacant. Essentially buyers want to feel what that property is going to be like to live in, have a sense of the spaces and a sense of the layout, and taking a property to the market staged is a really good way to create these spaces and create a really desirable property. My third and biggest tip, and this one I really feel is crucial in the market at the moment, especially if you're taking a property to market that we know is going to be very popular, is a minimum time on market. Essentially, like I was saying earlier, any property that we are launching the marketing campaign for, we are getting inundated with inquiry and a lot of offers basically from day one. And this can be a very dangerous game when you consider an offer day one and take that offer day one, is we don't know who may have not seen the advertising yet, been away at a wedding, been away at work, and may actually be willing to pay more for your property. So consider a minimum time on market. At the moment we've been recommending to clients to take properties to the market at a minimum of 2 weeks before looking and considering offers, especially on those properties that we know are going to be extremely hot in the marketplace. What we're finding is buyers are coming at the first open home. We're seeing offers at the first open home and offers at a level that the vendors would accept. But over that 2-week time period, the market is competing with each other and driving prices up beyond our expectation. One really good example of this was a property we recently sold in Earlville. This property, the comparable sales were around that $430,000, $440,000 mark. We took the property to market with a minimum 2 weeks on market. After the first open home though, we did start receiving offers, and the offers originally were coming between $440,000 to $450,000, which was at a range that the vendors may have considered. Over the following 2 weeks, we ended up with 11 different parties offering on that property, and there was a lot of competition, and this drove the price up. Essentially, the highest offer on that property did end up being $505,000, but the vendors did decide to take a slightly lesser offer as it was cash unconditional, and they liked the certainty around that offer. So that is a consideration. If you are taking a property to market and you know that property is going to be hot, it may be worth looking at having a minimum time on market to really ensure not only that your property sells, but you get the very best price. So there you have it. There's 3 big considerations if you are looking at selling your property in a hot market, and I hope it brings you some value. If you do have any questions, or if you are looking at selling your property in the Cairns region, I would absolutely love to help, so don't hesitate to reach out and give me a call.